no man has gone before.
Boldly taking talk radio where it has never gone before. New vistas, new voices, new views, new visions, new victories. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we're taking public media black.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
Hi everyone, it's Dr. Ramani, and welcome back to this YouTube channel that takes on narcissism. It's my hope that this channel will not only help you understand narcissism, but a lot of the patterns and themes that are associated with it, so you can get information that'll help you navigate the really difficult territory of these relationships, or at a minimum, just understand it further. So we've been doing a series of videos on healthy versus unhealthy relationships, because a lot of people say, I've been in an unhealthy relationship so long, I think I've lost all sense of what a healthy relationship should look like. So the goal of this series is to really sort of show you what happens, you already know kind of, but talk about what happens, the themes of narcissistic relationships, and then contrast it to what happens in a healthy relationship. Well, let's talk about something that happens in just about every narcissistic relationship there is. They will use your vulnerabilities against you. Now, something that often gets forgotten about in the love bombing phase is that it's during the love bombing phase that something that is actually quite dangerous happens in narcissistic relationships. It's a process that I term the unveiling of the vulnerabilities. In fact, as part of love bombing, some narcissistic people will actually go fishing for these vulnerabilities. They'll stare into your eyes and ask you, what's your greatest fear? Or what are you most worried about? Or what don't you like about yourself? You'll think, ooh, this is the beautiful sharing of love. This is what a relationship should be, talking about stuff deep. And I'm in something now with someone who wants to go deep and have these deep conversations. The narcissist may even play with you a little and share some of their vulnerabilities, though I'm not so sure they're giving you a true look at theirs. But the vulnerabilities may be shared, and a good love bomber may even promise to forever protect you and keep you safe, and some such fiction. if you do try to pull the narcissist's vulnerabilities out, they may pull a clever gambit saying something like, oh, come on, I'm happy to talk about it, but you never get to talk. You're always the kind of person who makes time for other people. Now it's your turn to share about yourself. They're just like the wolf in Little Red Riding Hood. All the better to use them against you in the future, my dear. But they don't say it. They just let you talk. And then the day comes, and it will come. Maybe it'll start in the devalue part of the relationship. It will definitely happen in the discard. And it sure as hell will happen if you don't fall for the Hoover.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason has returned, and y'all know what's going on in the streets. Oh, it's everywhere. It's ubiquitous. Every channel, every podcast, every YouTube channel, every radio station, everybody in the world is saying, what in the world is going on with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett? Should we just call her Jada Pinkett now? Because they ain't been together since 2016. Anyway, tonight's topic, we've got a heater on deck behind closed doors. An intriguing look into why some couples seek to spill the tea, seek to reveal the mess once the relationship sours. Now, I remember Big Mama. Big Mama would tell, her granddaughters and all my aunties and mamas and them grandchildren, hey, keep your business to yourself. Do not tell nobody what's going on. Do not invite people into your relationship. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Lord. We got special guests in the building. I needed to bring some help. Some of my friends who have a very, very, very popular podcast. Officially Confessions. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's actually Confessions, but if you want to try to find us on IG, it is Officially Confessions. But
Officially Confessions, but the name of it is Confessions.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Man, my brother Doc Clarke and Big Pee Wee, legendary radio voice in LA, they've come together to hit us upside the dome piece on our way home from Jones Beach. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. Now, as is common fare for the voice of reason, I must ask questions. Why do you think revealing secrets becomes a prevalent impulse in a deteriorating relationship? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get ready. I want to talk to you. What role does trust play in the decision to reveal secrets during troubled times? Those two questions alone. I've got more. Can revealing secrets be seen as an attempt to regain power in a relationship? Why or why not? Can revealing secrets, or here's a better one. How does the fear of being vulnerable influence the urge to expose your significant other's secrets? 1-800-920-15. Listen, if you got something to say tonight about the Will and Jada situation, because remember a couple of years ago, just a few short years ago, they were relationship goals. Everybody was like, hey,
everybody wanted to be Will and Jada.
Will and Jada.
Everybody wanted to be Will and Jada until they didn't.
Hey. In what ways can understanding one another's deepest fears prevent the need for secret revelations? Because I understand your fears, and I quote unquote air quotes, and I quote unquote love you, I'm going to protect you. How do partners actually protect their significant other from public embarrassment? Why would you ever be the culprit of such an act? 1-800-920-1580. All right, my brothers are here. Doc, Pee Wee.
Man, that's a lot there, Zoe.
That is a lot to unpack right there. Golly.
But I mean, we got 2 hours to do it, so let's.
Talk
I
to
mean,
me.
I'm all with it. So you want to go question by question?
No.
Or we just having
I'm just
this?
framing it up. We can talk about if you in a relationship.
So hold on, let me tell you something real quick, Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the things that I love the most. Is because this is what we do on the show. It's like barbershop talk.
Yes.
This is what Officially Confessions is. It's about barbershop talk. We talk about situations just like this.
Mm-hmm.
So when you ask the question of being in a relationship,
Yes.
okay, being in this relationship, how do you protect yourself from your significant other getting out in these streets talking your business?
Ooh.
How do you do that?
Should you be worried about
I don't think you should. If you're going into a relationship with the idea that I'm not going to divulge certain things about yourself because you're trying to protect yourself, right? How far can that relationship
it?
go?
It can't go nowhere.
It can't go nowhere because
You gotta be vulnerable.
exactly.
You gotta open up.
But the problem with being vulnerable is that now the powers can kind of shift a little bit.
Do I really have to open up? How much do I have to open up to you?
How much do you want the relationship to work?
How
No,
about
I
that?
can make the relationship work, but I don't
By-
have to open up all the way. You
To a
don't
certain-
need
no,
by being
you
close.
do not need to know all my darkest secrets.
I agree
And disagree.
and disagree.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree and disagree. If this is someone that you deem that you want to be with and this is your future,
Your person.
they should know almost everything about. I said almost. I
yes.
said almost.
No, hey, Pee Wee.
There's going to be some things that you keep close to the vest. Of
Why,
course.
wait, hold on. Why is Pee Wee fighting?
Well, that's why he's single. But
See,
he
this is what we talking about right here, right?
He don't want to open up.
This is what we talking about right here. People telling your business when you shouldn't be telling people's business.
But I think
And y'all
it's, I
Did we
think-
just say that?
Yeah, that's true.
But that's
you
public.
proved this point.
that's public.
He said it's public. Is it on his resume?
Yeah, that's public. No, he's not shy to say the type of relationship that you want to be in. First off,
first and foremost,
correct?
hold on. First and foremost, Confessions family know the business.
Don't.
KBLA family do
Don't.
not know the business, and you just throwing the business
throwing it
out
out there.
to the KBLA family.
No, but what I'm saying is you're single, so that's actually helping you. That's letting folks know that you are on the market.
Let them know again. Tell 'em-
You are single, but here's the thing. He wants to. His name is Pee Wee, but it's also Polly P. Now, why is that?
this is
The
not the
type of
conversation
relationship that he
about.
wants to be in is what?
He
This
is
is-
really pouring the tea out
Right?
now. Like it's
This is not even the topic of the conversation.
It's not. I shifted, but I'm trying to help you, brother. Like I know you're out in these streets, so I'm trying to help you.
Well, I tell you, man, you got to watch your people. And this goes back to
Don't tell your people
tell
nothing.
your business. Don't tell your business to nobody
So-
because this is the type of situation you run into.
So let me ask this question. I remember back in the day, the 90s, Jada was the it girl.
No question.
Everybody was
No
like,
question. No
Jada.
question. Yeah. Jada was top 5.
No, because there were other it girls in the 90s. No ifs, ands, or buts. Janet,
Right.
Sally Richardson,
Ooh,
Hallie.
Hallie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But Jada was right there.
Jada was right there.
She
Jay-
was,
Yep.
She was neck and neck.
and everybody coveted Jada. Let's not play, man.
Facts. No, you're
Everybody
right.
coveted her.
You're right.
But in lieu of all of this stuff that has been coming out over the last few years, stuff about their relationship, and is Jada still?
No. Nobody wants no smoke with Jada. Nobody wants any part of Jada right now.
Absolutely not. She's
Jada's like
toxic.
Jaguar right at this moment.
She's toxic. Jada is toxic right
Yeah.
now.
But
yeah.
well, hold on.
No, come on,
Let me just say
Zoe.
this. Hold on.
Keep it a buck. now,
I'm gonna
Zoe.
keep it a buck. I would say they're toxic. Will too.
I think Will's, if you're saying it's toxic, I think it's based off of her.
No.
I think so.
No.
So
I think a lot of the things and a lot of the reactions
come
that
from
we
her.
see from Will is based off of her.
Yeah.
No.
So let me
I don't
ask
think
this.
we know Will, just like we don't know her.
So let me ask you this.
But
though.
no, but
So-
to a certain extent, we do know her because look at what she's put out there. So
Right.
so we do know that about her.
But what I'm
But
saying
what
is,
do we know about
Hold
Will?
on.
What has Will put out there
Thank
the
you.
same way
hold
Jada
on,
has?
hold on. Let me just one at a time, fellas. Will is meticulous with his image.
Absolutely.
Up until the slap, Will was flawless.
But who made him
he
slap
was,
Rock?
Hold on. He was Obama flawless.
Facts. No
But
question.
that doesn't mean he wasn't flawed.
No,
true.
True.
But,
Okay.
but he also didn't put it out there for public consumption.
Agreed, but what I'm saying is when you get with somebody, because this is what people don't understand about relationships. Relationships are inherently spiritual. You attract what you are. Jada is toxic, but she's out in the streets talking about her toxicity. Will is toxic, but he's not talking about it.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, if
And
that's
they
the case,
made for each other.
if that's the case, isn't everybody toxic to a certain degree then?
We're all works in progress, yes.
And the Lord is not done with me yet.
Ooh.
I don't,
So I think they're a perfect match.
Beg to differ on that.
Don't do that. I'm
So-
just a vessel.
So let's go back to the core of the discussion.
Yeah.
And that core is, what are you willing to share with your significant other? What do they have to prove to you? What do they have to assure you of that will allow you to open up and reveal certain things so that the relationship can grow? When we come forward, we're going to deal with the answers. We got the official Confessions crew in the building. The voice of reason is already on fire. Get to your
He
phone
is.
lines. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
That
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I walk for my mom, who survived a heart attack.
I walk to inspire my kids.
I walk to save lives. So can you. Join the American Heart Association's Greater Los Angeles Heart and Stroke Walk, October 22nd. Register at heartwalkla.org.
Joey from Vermont, a farmer trying to get through the winter. Adriana from South Carolina, a single mother living paycheck to paycheck. Liam from Ohio, an injured father struggling to provide for his family. Hi, I'm Shanola Hampton, and I support the Feeding America network of food banks because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. Learn more at feedingamerica.org.
1 in 4 Americans today are living with a disability. I'm one of them. People with disabilities are extremely talented, resilient problem solvers that have so much to offer. And we've got a trusted ally on our side, an organization we can rely on, Easter Seals. Easter Seals is leading the way to full equity, inclusion, and access to healthcare, employment, and education for people with disabilities, families, and communities. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours.
Learn more and get involved at easterseals.com.
If you're a veteran with a service-connected disability that is directly impacting your ability to work, resources are available to help you find employment. VA's Veteran Readiness and Employment, or VR&E, can assist you with finding a job that uses your existing skills. Or, if you're interested in exploring a new field, a VR&E counselor can help you determine the right education or training options for a new career. Find out if VR&E is right for you by visiting va.gov/VRE today.
Turning my pain into purpose is pretty much what I have done to start this foundation.
In August 2020, after the death of George Floyd, Bridget Floyd and other family members established the George Floyd Memorial Foundation in support of the Black community.
It's going to take more than just us as a foundation. It's going to take the community, the world, to make a change.
Fight for racial justice for the Black community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
Anyone can choose to make a difference. You can help people succeed, rebuild after disasters, protect the environment, or feed the hungry. Not only will you make a difference for others, but for yourself. You can earn money for college, learn career skills, and make friendships that last a lifetime. Make a difference. Choose your future. Choose America.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Michael? They knew I was coming.
Just a lover who told me by. Is it worth the giving? Is it worth the try? You're not cleaving, put it in the furnace. You're not waiting, you're not burning. She wants to give, she wants to give it all. She wants to give me. She wants to give it all. She wants to give, she wants to give, she wants to give it all. She wants to give it. She wants to give it all. She wants to give it. It's just a feeling. You got to soothe it. You can neglect it. You can't abuse it. It's just desire. You gotta let her waste it. Then if you want it, then I want you taste it. She wants to give. She wants to give it all. She wants to
My co-host, you already know my playlist is my co-host. Michael Jackson ain't playing no reindeer games.
What?
Michael told y'all to keep it in the closet.
What Michael say, I wrote with Michael and Teddy Riley. Shout out.
Hey, man. Are y'all listening? Keep it in the closet. We don't want to know no more of your business. And let me just, in intimate relationships, secrets can become powerful weapons when trust is broken. Tonight's show, we want to explore reasons why some couples seek to reveal each other's secrets when the relationship sours. It's going to delve into coping mechanisms, the importance of mutual respect. Does Jada respect Will? I don't know. We're going to go even deeper. The link between fear of abandonment and secret revelations. Maintaining intimacy after trust is shaken. Spiritual teachings on handling secrets. Cultivating resilience. The impact of digital communication. All because every social media outlet got this going. This is the hot story, right? Ethical considerations. Self-love and self-acceptance, vulnerability, power imbalances, and the role of forgiveness in moving forward. This is very tough because as a man, it takes a lot for us to trust that one. And when we get to that one, we typically bear it all. Now, we might not bear it all day one, but it's a process of gradual bearing and sharing and revealing. And when that is used against us, typically men do not do well.
Especially ones that are petty. That's me.
Yes.
Petty wop. Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to these questions. How can couples strike a balance between honoring each other's privacy while maintaining transparency in the relationship? I'm going to honor what you tell me by not revealing it. Let me tell you something.
You got to hold that.
Let me hit you with this. A lot of times, your significant other is talking to some family member about you.
Or a very good friend.
Or a very good friend.
Yeah. Somebody knows what's going on.
Somebody knows every bit
Yeah.
of what's going on.
Yeah.
Now, who's more of a culprit in delivering this information? The man in the relationship or the woman?
I think
It's whoever is speaking, is pillow talking. It's because if I'm sitting here opening up to you, I'm opening up to you. I'm not opening up to your best friend, your cousins, your aunties. I'm not opening up to them. I'm opening up to you. So whatever I say to you stays with you. If you go pillow talking, now we got a problem. It's because now I can't trust you on the things that I tell you.
Wait, isn't pillow talking between you and your significant other?
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
He's saying the pillow talk that you have with your significant other, if that person then tells your pillow talking conversations to somebody else.
Oof.
Right? So I agree with that. But if there is some problems, some issues going on in your relationship, like to Zoe's point, you're telling somebody something, right?
Right.
But I also believe it depends on how you're doing it. If you're doing it from a standpoint of I need somebody else's opinion on how do I approach this situation. You're not doing it from a malicious standpoint, but you're looking for another person's opinion because maybe you're not seeing something.
Therapy.
From exactly.
Go to the therapist.
But if you go to but what makes the therapist any different?
They're educated.
So what?
On relationships.
And who's to say that their relationship isn't in shambles? That is my problem.
I agree, but you already know. Birds of a feather flock together. If your woman's a mess or your man is a mess, typically their little inner circles are a mess. Yep. And you taking our mess to your friendship mess and expecting us to get a solution.
Okay, but I think kind of what you're saying, it becomes a culmination of, if this becomes a pattern, right, over and over again, that you are now speaking to someone or others about all of the issues and the problems that you're having, then yes, like, because now it feels like there's a pattern.
I'd rather talk to a psychologist than a psychopath. And you know some of your friends are crazy.
But they don't all have the great answer, though, too.
But who's to say the psychiatrist isn't, just because you don't know that and you don't see that?
Hey, Hannibal Lecter gave great advice to Clarice.
And as soon as he got the opportunity, he would have eaten Clarice's kids.
No, he loved Clarice.
I want to go back, though. He said, Doc said, on the end of telling your friends and stuff like that to get clarity, to help out, but it's still inviting people into your personal relationship.
Then we're all guilty of that, because every one of us has been in a relationship, has had an issue or something with their girlfriend, wife, whatever the case, and has spoken to their best friend. Man, listen, she's tripping, man. This happened.
Wait. Hold tight. When we come forward, we just getting started. The voice of reason is on complete fire. I want to hear your opinion tonight. Let's go.
Something about you, baby, that makes me want to give it to you. Something about you, baby. Just promise me whatever we say, whatever we do to each other. For now, we'll make a vow to just keep it in the closet.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Esther Dillard, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Artillery and rocket fire continue as Israeli troops stand ready to attack at the border with Gaza. As the fighting rages, food, water, and medical supplies are in short supply in Gaza. The death toll has surpassed 4,100 since the Israeli-Hamas war began on October 7th. A vote on Jim Jordan's bid to become Speaker of the House is expected Tuesday at noon. It remains unclear if the Ohio Republican will have the 217 votes needed to secure the position. And the alleged African-American gunman accused of shooting 3 people at the State Fair in Texas says he was acting in self-defense. Cameron Turner told the cops that he was trying to protect his family, according to an arrest warrant. Dallas police say the 22-year-old was alone Saturday night. And that's the latest. I'm Esther Dillard from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles lets you choose from your fave 4, including a sausage or egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader. If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out.
Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Follow the leader. Oh my God. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom? She started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Do you have both Medi-Cal and Medicare?
If so, the new LA Care plan called Medicare Plus can help you get the most out of your health plan for $0.
LA Care provides personalized service to Angelinos like us.
Plus, it gives us access to doctors and specialists across Los Angeles County.
For zero cost, we get access to full benefits.
From vision coverage,
in-home support services,
to prescription drug coverage,
and a quarterly over-the-counter allowance.
plus personal equipment.
Meal programs,
a gym membership,
and so much more.
For more than 25 years,
LA Care has provided Angelinos with access to quality health care at an affordable cost.
For our families,
our seniors,
our community,
it's a plus.
It's a plus
for all of us.
KBLA Talk 1580 stands for Unity and Healing. African Focus Incorporated is a nonprofit organization based in California that focuses on the growth and well-being of Africans all around the world. Their mission is to promote the well-being of people of African descent through knowledge and appreciation of one another by building a bridge of love and understanding. African Focus Incorporated strives for cultural, educational, and economic growth. They're the organization behind the African Family Induction Ceremony, African Goodwill Awards, African Focus Trailblazer Tours, African Dance Competition, and Showcase Los Angeles, Family Day, Good News Windows Microfinance Project, and more. To volunteer, travel with African Focus, or to attend one of their community building events, please call 310-676-7730. That's 310-676-7300. Or visit AfricanFocus.org. This is a diaspora-wide community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. So minivans, sedans, JDMs, roll out. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. And with eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Mom's early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take.
And when I left the oven on, we decided together that it was time to see a doctor and make a plan.
Early detection gave us more time to seek out information and support as a family.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told. We rarely have confrontation, and if the I said really was bold, I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from old. When I'm calling out her drama, she too defensive to listen, I'll call. So, look in it, I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. couldn't get through on the Legend series. Dana was hard enough the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy, plus the time zone difference don't make it more easy. So I figured I'd call in early, turn my life down, mercy, I got through. You tuned in, yeah. So just lay back your mind. Someday, everybody tuning in to soul. Cause he is.
How do you cultivate trust? If you're 100% honest with that person, if you are transparent about every action you make in your life, if you're, they have access to whatever they want to see, and you're constantly creating trust, but for whatever reason, they still might be jealous or insecure or not believing you. How does someone get someone to trust them? Or is it not about them at that stage and it's about the other person and their insecurities?
Well, it depends very much on the particulars of the situation. So I don't know if there's a generic answer to that. I think that you can establish the ground rules explicitly, and have a discussion about it. Are we going to lie to each other or not? Are we going to tell each other the truth to the degree that we can, to make that an actual goal, and to talk through the consequences of doing that and not doing it? And then I would also say, whenever a hiccup occurs in the relationship, maybe don't call it out at each hiccup, because you have to have a certain amount of silent tolerance in any relationship to let small infractions go. But if they repeat, my rule is 3 times. And it's the rule that I share with my wife. If something happens 3 times that is causing emotional upset, anger, jealousy, disappointment, resentment, frustration, any of those things, anything that you don't want to experience and that you especially don't want to experience repeatedly, then you can call it out. And if you have 3 examples, your case is much better made than if you just have 1. And I would also say that when you call it out, you could say, look, we were at a party the other night and it looked to me, I felt as if you were paying too much intense attention to Dave. Mm-hmm. There was some flirting going on there. That's what it looked like to me. There was some flirting going on there. And, that made me uncomfortable. Well, you don't say, well, you were flirting, stop doing it. You say, well, this is how it looked. This is what it looked like to me. And here was my response. And then you want to think, and maybe I'm a damn fool and blind and jealous and stupid, and I'm misinterpreting, or maybe it was a harmless flirtation of the sort that people will engage in because it adds a little bit of spice to a social interaction. You want to find out. It's really convenient if it's the other person's fault, except then you're laden with living with that person. So it really doesn't help you anyways. But it's convenient because then they have to change. But you got to think about.
Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR is on fire tonight. Live from KBLA, Talk 1580 in the heart of Leimert Park. Tonight's topic, how do you protect your partner from public humiliation or embarrassment by sharing secrets that should stay in the relationship vault? Now, are there any reasons for revealing your partner's secrets? When a relationship deteriorates, some individuals may feel compelled to reveal secrets as a means of retaliation or regaining or retaining power. Right? This act can stem from a desire to hurt the other person or to expose vulnerabilities in an attempt to level the playing field. Then you have coping mechanisms. When faced with unsettling secrets, right? The revelation of them, individuals may employ various coping mechanisms. These may include seeking therapy, engaging in open and honest conversation, which is what our friend Jordan Peterson just laid out, having those open, honest, transparent conversations. You can cope by practicing self-care, seeking support from friends and family, but only the healthy ones. We have to point that out.
That's a must.
Because a lot of our circle is toxic, because our circle reflects the work we haven't done. I know people don't want to hear it that way, but that's what it is. Okay? Now, I'll continue. And then you have to explore all personal growth opportunities to even deal with somebody that's revealing what you shared in confidence with them. Yoga, mindfulness, meditation, whatever you got to do to not go to jail. Right? No, listen. The reason why I bring this up, because a very toxic trend has started to happen in lieu of this Jada Pinkett thing. You know what it is?
What's that?
A lot of butthurt dudes are posting really, really out of bounds stuff about Jada. I bet you she wouldn't have did that to OJ.
Oh.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh.
They doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's not cool.
And that's not cool.
That's not cool.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No,
so they're using her to deal with their hurt.
Facts.
And that's not cool.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the underbelly of revealing your stuff in a time of social media. Social media is one of the most toxic spaces in the world.
Absolutely, because you leave yourself open for anybody to comment, feel like they are in your relationship. And to your point, a lot of the things that's going wrong in their relationship that they may not be able to articulate or address, they then take that and use that and implement how they feel on somebody else's relationship.
Do you see? I've seen Ray Caruth.
Oh, no, not Ray Caruth.
Yes.
Put her in the trunk.
I've seen memes.
No way.
Where they put Ray Caruth, OJ, and some other brother murderer. And I'm saying that's too far.
I actually saw a meme today where it had Jada Pinkett in the back seat of the BMW with Suge and Tupac.
Come on.
I saw that today.
But I mean, here's the deal. Let's keep it a buck here. So
okay.
If I confide into my significant other, if I confide in you.
Confide?
Yes.
Okay, you say
confined. You're not confined. Because you know what confined is?
You're confined.
Yeah, confined.
Confide. It has a D in it.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
No, you said confined. Okay. As if you're in a space and you can't get out.
You said, can we move on?
Can we move on?
Not until you say the word right.
If I do so, okay. Yeah, we say the spelling bee. If we do so.
No, don't worry about that. It's not a spelling. Zoe, just let it go.
Let it go, Zoe.
We know what he's doing. It's okay, brother.
Go ahead.
If I talk.
Yeah, right.
At the end of the day, whatever happens in my relationship has to stay in my relationship.
Right.
Off air, me and Doc was just talking about, if I come to you and tell my significant other, hey, look, I had a conversation with Zoe, and this is what Zoe advice came up with. What do you think? Do you think that's okay?
Here's the thing. If you're confiding in me for advice, that's between you and I. Just like it's supposed to be between you
and your therapist.
Do you see
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, if you are just saying, I need somebody to talk to, and I'm going to talk to whoever is going to listen, then you're dragging your stuff around to multiple people anyway. I suggest go to a therapist.
But why would you say a therapist?
That's what I'm with you.
Like, why a therapist?
I get what I
understand. Let me just say, there are a lot of trash therapists.
100%.
But there are a lot of good ones, too.
Yeah, but there's a lot of trash friends and a lot of good ones, too.
But hold on. You got to take your time and weed people out. And the proof is in the pudding.
But if
let me finish the point. The proof is in the pudding. You couldn't weed out a good woman. That's why she's telling your secrets. So how you going to have some good friends to talk to?
But you're talking about a therapist. I gotta weed out a good therapist, but I gotta tell this therapist my business first to weed them out.
Right, and before that costs too much to be vetting all these damn therapists.
First off, you've already showed us, Pee Wee, that you're not sharing.
No, I'm not.
Wow. Your relationship is not gonna go that far.
I'm not sharing.
You gotta share.
You have to, Pete.
But why do I have what? Why do I have to share every dark secret of my life?
We're not saying that. We didn't say every dark secret. Now you're going too far. We're not saying that. But you do have to give of yourself if you want your relationship. If this is a relationship that you want to go to the next level, not someone that you're just smashing like you're used to doing. I'm not talking about that.
Wow.
What I'm saying is...
Here we go. Wow. Here we go.
What I'm saying is if it's somebody that you really want to be with, you have to share. Because wouldn't you want to know about her? Wouldn't you want her to share things with you? Her secrets, what bothers her, just all the things that it takes.
I'm gonna learn that over time, but this ain't like
she
a
has to share.
Session.
But if you're gonna learn it, she has to learn it too.
And I'm with that, but don't expect me to just be out here like, hey, babe, let me tell you about da 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 da. My girl is not my therapist.
Wow.
She is not my therapist.
To a certain degree, your counterpart, whatever you want to call them, is. Because when you have problems, when things are good or bad, that should be the first person that you want to go to.
The person you trust.
But maybe you have trust issues, and that's a whole nother show, Zo.
Yeah, we got to get you back in here.
We got to get you back.
We're going to
Who
get...
said I got trust
No,
issues?
this is what's going to happen. We're going to get Dr. Sunshine. She's a great doctor, right? She's a therapist.
Is this free of charge? Because you know how much this costs.
Wow.
We on a budget around.
We're going to get Dr. Jashana Johnson. We're going to get both of them in here.
Okay.
To help him. Yeah.
But what I need help for? Because I don't want to open up.
You don't want a relationship. That's cool. We'll move on from that.
And that's fine.
That's fine. We'll move on from that. Listen, when I come forward, I'm going to the phone lines because Pee Wee
does not want a relationship.
All right.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Happy birthday, Metro K-Line. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, it's time you made today a K-Line day. The K-Line can connect you with fun, food, friends, and family from Crenshaw to Inglewood in one safe, clean, comfortable ride. Take the K-Line today and experience the diversity that makes LA such a great place to live, work, and play. Make it a K-Line day. Go Metro. Visit metro.net/K-Line.
In Big Tobacco's Fantasyland, children are the future. Here, tobacco companies are committed to higher education, offering scholarships to students who submit essays about the benefits of vaping. The tobacco industry even sponsors summer camps for kids. Don't worry, the tobacco-sponsored programs have been linked to leaving your kids more interested in smoking. In Big Tobacco's Fantasyland, the world's deadliest industry is your child's friend. See reality at undo.org.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action is the youth component of the impactful CBO, known as the Community Coalition. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action has chapters at almost every South LA high school. Say Yeah, as they are popularly known, is located at 80th and Vermont, but serves young people all over South LA. Under the COCO umbrella, they train youth organizers, help underserved scholars prepare for college, and work with students to help them gain admission to top universities. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action fosters teen activism, where young people have led campaigns moving tens of millions of dollars to South LA schools and forcing officials to make AP classes available to students in under-resourced institutions. SCEL scholars have taken part in the March on Washington, been published in major news outlets, and been elected to city council. Long before she was mayor, Karen Bass started the program when she founded the Community Coalition. To donate, volunteer, or enroll a student in South Central Youth Empowered Through Action, please visit cocsouthla.org. cocsouthla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Turn it off. We don't need no more Jada Pinkett anthems. She pretty much said that Will wasn't man enough.
But Jada's been saying that all the way back to August Alsina.
She has, and what I do not like to do is speak on someone's relationship.
I don't know nothing about their relationship. But they do say that Will has his own little liaisons.
But it's not out in her face.
Wait a minute.
Or in the public's face. Now, from what we understand, and I hate doing this, but from what we understand is that they had an understanding that they had an open relationship.
Right.
What about the pretty little girl, the little white girl he used to date?
She was cute. Dating? Little Toby, what's her name? Toby something?
The girl that played Harley Quinn.
Yeah. In Suicide, yeah. She's a cutie.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's not allegedly.
No, but that's not out like how Jada's putting them out.
Oh no,
right?
No. Will didn't put that out in the streets.
Right. So it's allegedly. We don't know that for a fact.
All I'm saying is this is a toxic situation, and I'm finna hit you with something even bigger.
Okay.
I believe it's all a setup.
Why?
By whom?
The both of them.
For what?
Number one, Will's book came out a little while ago. Revealed a lot of stuff.
About her?
About himself.
Okay.
All right. Now they got another book. I saw them celebrating the book as a family together. The whole crew. Will included. And my thing is, what brother you know?
Wait, celebrating Jada's new book as a family. He was part of the celebration?
Yes. Clapping. Worthy. All I'm saying is, what brother you know, after being drugged all over the media, would be there for the book reveal?
No, I know I wouldn't.
I don't either. I don't know any brother.
And this is all alleged. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like,
you don't know what?
I don't know the details. I don't know that.
But I mean, he was there.
I saw the video. He's there. Everybody's there. The whole fam.
But I think it goes back to what Doc said. They have a relationship. They have an understanding on how they move.
Right.
Most people, most relationships are not able to move like they do.
So I agree.
Agreed.
But there's still, even though they have an understanding of what their relationship is, there still needs to be some respect in what your understanding is, right? Our relationship isn't, I don't think when they had the discussion that we're going to have an open relationship and we're going to be able to date other folks.
Do they have an open? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
Yeah, no, they have.
Hey, listen.
That's been revealed.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, this is a story. This is the story of our time right now. And I think we live in a time where social media is so toxic that it's like Oxycontin. It's a drug.
I agree.
Oh, no doubt.
So what's happening is the traditional means of getting somebody to pay attention to your book or pay attention to your podcast is out the window now, right? We're in the sexy red era, and I believe drama sells.
Absolutely.
And I think we've all taken the bait to some degree because they seem to be cool and laughing to the bank.
That's fact.
She's everywhere. The book is everywhere. Will's book was everywhere. And they're cool.
I just wonder, does Will really need that for him to sell a book?
I don't see that.
I'm asking.
Yes.
Have we been duped? Is the question.
If that's the case, they are geniuses.
I think they're geniuses.
If this was by design, they're geniuses.
I think they're geniuses.
I don't believe
So you
that
think
this is by.
all of this is?
I don't think Will, from what we know and from how he's always portrayed himself, as to your point earlier, prior to the incident at the awards where he slapped Chris Rock, he was flawless. He was flawless. Right? He was like Obama. He was
Obama.
Right? After the slap took place, I don't think after that he was, you know what, let's come together and now I'm willing for you just to drag me even more.
You're dragging me and I'm at the crib with you
clapping
with the
about
family celebrating the book.
There's no way that was by design.
Here's a question I have. Here's a question I have. Why now? Why is this stuff coming out now? Obviously, why is it coming out now? Because obviously, at the end of the day, this type of stuff has been going on for years. Why now? I mean,
because now's the time.
Her feelings for Tupac has always been there. She's talked about Tupac.
I can't be married to a woman talking about.
Every time I turn around, Will Smith is trying to chase the ghost of Tupac, right?
This has always been like this.
She's forever thrown. And you're right. There's no way I would have rocked with her from day one if every time I turn around, you're throwing another guy in my face. He can't match with Tupac, and he has said that he's had a problem with that. He has said that publicly.
And here's the thing about social media and celebrities. People want to be like them.
Not now.
I'm just saying, how is this affecting the minds of young people who thought they were relationship goals or who feel empowered by her actions towards her husband?
I mean, those toxic people look at this as like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. I can do this in my own relationship because Jada is doing it.
Do females rock with what Jada's done?
Absolutely.
Y'all call in and let me know when I come forward. I'm going to all phone calls. I see y'all. Y'all want to talk. I want to talk to you too. We on fire tonight, indeed. The voice of reason. When we return, we got a lot to talk about.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Esther Dillard, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Artillery and rocket